Right, we've just changed the microphone. Is that a better sound, Hannah? Can you hear us now? So, hello, good evening, and welcome to what I think is this the seventh quiz now? I think week number 7. Still going strong. 17 teams tonight. Really good to see you all. So tonight, as ever, we got the 6 rounds. We'll have a little break halfway through after round 3. We're starting with round 1, which is in the news. Round 2, signs and symbols. Round 3, Henry. All the answers contain the name Henry. Round 4 is all about history. Round 5 is Blockbusters round. I'll have a P, please, Bob. And the final round is a multi-choice round. So, it's 2 minutes past 8. If everybody is comfortable, then we shall begin. Round 1 in the news. Question 1. Which Oscar-winning actor will play Tiger King Joe Exotic in a new scripted TV drama? Which Oscar-winning actor will play Tiger King Joe Exotic in a new scripted TV drama? The correct answer was Nicolas Cage. Okay, question 2. Hafthor Bjornsson has broken the deadlift world record in coronavirus lockdown. He is best known for playing which TV character? Hafthor Bjornsson has broken the deadlift world record in coronavirus lockdown. He is best known for playing which TV character? Yes, it is typed wrong at the top. This isn't question 3 as it says at the top. It is actually question 2. I will sack the person that typed it. The correct answer was The Mountain from A Game of Thrones. The answer is not The Game of Thrones. Question 3. Which actress has become the oldest star to appear on the cover of British Vogue in its 104-year history? Which actress has become the oldest star to appear on the cover of British Vogue in its 104-year history? The correct answer was Judi Dench. We did see that someone had written a Dame in there. So if you can let us know, give us the team name. Question 4. Which American author has become only the 4th writer ever to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction twice? Which American author has become the 4th writer ever to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction twice? The correct answer was Colson Whitehead. Question 5. Who was resigned as a trade minister after a report found he used his position as an MP to intimidate a member of public? Who has resigned as a trade minister after a report found he used his position as an MP to intimidate a member of the public? The correct answer was Connor Burns. Very impressed there, Katie Strong. You getting that one? Didn't realise you were that way into politics. Question 6. The R value has become crucial in the fight against coronavirus. What does R stand for? The R virus, the R value, has become crucial in the fight against coronavirus. What does R stand for? The correct answer is reproduction. Question 7. Which singer recorded a concert behind closed doors at the Royal Albert Hall to mark the 75th anniversary of VE Day? Which singer recorded a concert behind closed doors at the Royal Albert Hall to mark the 75th anniversary of VE Day? Correct answer was Katherine Jenkins. I'm eating marvelous creations, Pete. Question 8. An isolation disco, a separated football team, and a montage of cups of tea have replaced gatherings of people doing activities like swimming, dancing, and cycling. But where? An isolation disco, a separated football team, and a montage of cups of tea have replaced gatherings of people doing activities like swimming, dancing, and cycling. Where? The correct answer was BBC Idents. We did see a couple of probably the right answer, but written differently. So if you can let us know. Question 9. The new Netflix smash is The Last Dance, a sporting documentary about which team? The new Netflix smash is The Last Dance, a sporting documentary about which team? Correct answer is the Chicago Bulls. I did just see one misspelling and that fall off. Okay, question 10, last question of round 1. Scientists have discovered a microbe that completely protects mosquitoes from being infected with what? Scientists have discovered a microbe that completely protects mosquitoes from being infected with what? Correct answer is malaria. Okay, so that's the end of round 1. Straight into round 2. Signs and symbols. Question 1. Which book publishing company has as its logo the Rose of Romance? Which book publishing company has as its logo the Rose of Romance? The correct answer was Mills and Boon. Question 2. In September 1990, to symbolize that they were alive, soaring, and free-spirited, which political party adopted a gold bird of liberty as their symbol? In September 1990, to symbolize that they were alive, soaring, and free-spirited, which political party adopted a gold bird of liberty as their symbol? Emma, what's your team name, please? Pete, these are the things you should be trying. Oh, it's mirrored. Crunchy roasted crickets. Love. Correct answer is Liberal Democrats. Question 3. Which Japanese car manufacturer has its emblem the 6 brightest stars of the Pleiades, a constellation that shares its name in Japanese? Which Japanese car manufacturer has its emblem the 6 brightest stars of the Pleiades, a constellation that shares its name in Japanese? They sure are, Pete. A bit dry, but they're alright. And it's water laced with gin and tonic. I'll be very impressed if you get this right. The answer being a Subaru. Question 4. Leslie Charteris registered a home-drawn haloed stickman in 1935 to represent which fictional character? Leslie Charteris registered a home-drawn haloed stickman in 1935 to represent which fictional character? Correct answer was the Saint. Question 5. Which country's official flag is white, charged with a map of the island above 2 olive branches for peace and Greek and Turkish unity? Which country's official flag is white, charged with a map of the island above 2 olive branches for peace and Greek and Turkish unity? Correct answer is Cyprus. Okay, looks like there's a really bad lag with YouTube. Is it Okay, Adam, we're seeing if there's anything we can do from our end with YouTube, so just bear with us. If you WhatsApp me the answers, if you can hear me, we'll try and do it that way. But question 5. No, that was question 5. Question 6. In musical notation, the flat symbol closely resembles which lowercase letter of the alphabet? In musical notation, the flat symbol closely resembles which lowercase letter of the alphabet? Adam C, you can watch the Facebook thing without a Facebook account if you click on the link that Joe's just put on here. Correct answer was B. Question 7. Which zodiac sign is symbolized by a crab? Which zodiac sign is symbolized by a crab? That's all right, Tony. If you just put B lowercase or uppercase, it would have come through. That would have scored because that was the only answer. Correct answer is Cancer. Question 8. Predominantly associated with good luck and deriving its name from the Sanskrit for well-being, what is the name given to an equilateral cross with arms bent at right angles? Predominantly associated with good luck and deriving its name from the Sanskrit for well-being, what is the name given to an equilateral cross with arms bent at right angles? Correct answer was swastika. Question 9. In a standard novel, what is the most commonly used punctuation mark? In a standard novel, what is the most commonly used punctuation mark? Correct answer was comma. And question 10, last question of round 2. Which two tools were adopted as an emblem in 1922 when Russia united the other communist states to form the USSR? Which two tools were adopted as an emblem in 1922 when Russia united the other communist states to form the USSR? Correct answer was hammer and sickle. Okay, swiftly on to round 3. Round 3 is called Henry. So every single answer in the following 10 questions contain the word or the name Henry. Question 1. Born in 1635, which Welshman became the first I'll try that again. Born in 1635, which Welshman became first to a famous pirate and then governor of Jamaica? Born in 1635, which Welshman first became a pirate and then governor of Jamaica? I messed the timing up on that, sorry. You got that, Tony? I'm glad you liked that round, Michelle. I take it you did very well on it. Correct answer was Henry Morgan. Just noticed that someone had written Jess Morgan, just to let you know that all of the answers you have to write the word Henry as well. Question 2, easiest question of the night. Whose slogan was, "You can have any colour you want as long as it's black"? Whose slogan was, "You can have any colour you want as long as it's black"? Yeah, just remember you have to write Henry, otherwise it won't accept that. We haven't written it without the Henry, so you have to write it. Correct answer was Henry Ford. Question 3. Who played for Monaco, Juventus, Barcelona, New York Red Bulls, and spent 8 years at Arsenal, where he is the club's all-time record goal scorer? Who played for Monaco, Juventus, Barcelona, New York Red Bulls, and spent 8 years at Arsenal, where he is the club's all-time record goal scorer? Katie Strong, did you actually write Henry Food as opposed to Ford? Correct answer was Thierry Henry. There were some very alternative spellings of that, but if you just give us your quiz name, we will add you on. Okay, question 4. Which English king was born in Greenwich Palace in 1491? And can you use the Roman numerals? Which English king was born in Greenwich Palace in 1491? Please use the Roman numerals. Just a clue, it was Henry. We got that, Chloe and Peter. Yeah. Correct answer was Henry VIII. Question 5. What American statesman and Nobel Prize winner famously said, 90% of politicians give the other 10% a bad reputation? No truer word has ever been said. Which American statesman and Nobel Prize winner famously said, 90% of politicians give the other 10% a bad reputation? Got that, Tony. Correct answer is Henry Kissinger. Question 6. Which American actor's films include 12 Angry Men, The Grapes of Wrath, and On Golden Pond? Which American actor's films include 12 Angry Men, The Grapes of Wrath, and On Golden Pond? Is it me or are the worst spellers on this quiz from the teaching fraternity? It must be me. Correct answer, Henry Fonda. Another nice easy one if you're of a certain age or over a certain age. Question 7. Who played Arthur Fonzarelli in the TV series Happy Days? Who played Arthur Fonzarelli in the TV series Happy Days? Correct answer was Henry Winkler. Question 8. In the Robert Louis Stevenson novel, who was the alter ego of the evil Mr. Hyde? In the Robert Louis Stevenson novel, who was the alter ego of the evil Mr. Hyde? Okay, so there's a couple of people have lost their Kahoot connection. If you just text through the answers as you are now. Oh, Sean's back on actually. We've been keeping your scores from the text as you've been going. The correct answer to that question was Henry Jekyll. Question 9. In the books by Francesca Simon, whose classmates include Aerobic Al, Gorgeous Gorinda, New Nick, and Tough Toby? In the books by Francesca Simon, whose classmates include Aerobic Al, Gorgeous Gorinda, New Nick, and Tough Toby? Correct answer was Horrid Henry.
Nice.
Question 10. Who was the first person to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award twice and was the first and to date only boxer to be knighted? Who was the first person to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award twice and was the first and to date only boxer to be knighted? Correct answer is Henry Cooper. I was on mute all that time then. So what I was saying is that was the end of round 3. We'll have a 10-minute break now and we'll come back for round 4. So we'll just do a bit of adding up of the scores and we'll come back at 9:18 for round 4, which will be history. See you all in 10 minutes. of the guy that saw in his local paper. He saw this advert. It was for a talking dog. So he thought, well, I'll give him a ring, see what that's all about. So he phoned the number and he said to this guy, he said, I see you've got a talking dog for sale. He said, yeah, that's right. He said, what do you mean by talking dog? What can it do? Say sausages? He said, no. He said it can handle conversations. He said you can have a chat with it. So I'm absolutely intrigued by this. Can I pop round and have a look? He said, yeah, come on round. So he gave his address. A couple of hours later, he turned up, knocked on the door. He said, I've come to see about the talking dog you've got for sale. He said, yeah, come on in. He said he sat in there watching the telly. So he walked in and sat on the settee. There was this Alsatian. He said, well, say hello. So he said, hello. And the dog looked at him and said, all right, mate, how are you? And this bloke was gobsmacked. I can't believe this. A talking dog. He said, well, I'll leave you to have a chat. He said, I'll go in the kitchen, come and see me when you're finished. So he looked at this dog and he said, I just can't believe that. He said, you speak perfect English. He said, well, of course I speak perfect English. What do you expect me to speak? He said, well, I've never heard of a talking dog before. He said, tell me a bit about yourself. He said, well, he said that when I was a pup, he said they trained me up to be a dog for the blind, he said. But I was put with this guy, but he was allergic to dogs. And they had to move me on pretty quick. And I ended up working for the police, he said. He said, so I spent a couple of years with the police, caught a few criminals, did a few drugs raids, did pretty well there, and then ended up working for the army, doing mines and bombs. He said, and the best thing I was good at, he said, was that I could find landmines. I could clear a field of landmines in the space of a couple of hours. I could carry a flag in my mouth. I could sniff out the mine, plant the flag in, and they could come along and safely sort it out, he said. And after a couple of years of that, I retired, but got a bit bored of recently, he said, and I've gone back to work part-time at the airport, do a bit of drug smelling and all that, he said, just on a few days of the week, not too much now. I'm semi-retired, I'm 8 years old now. He said, that's amazing, he said, I can't believe that. He said, why does your owner want to sell you? He said, oh, you'll have to ask him, he said, I don't understand it. But he's been good to me, he said, I've never been hungry, I've never been cold, I've always had a nice bed to sleep in. He said, I've had a great life, he said. But if he wants me to move on, I think we'll get on. He said, yeah, go and sort it out with him. So the bloke went into the kitchen and he said, that dog's amazing. He said, I can't believe it. He said, a talking dog. And he said, what a life he's had. He's saved lives. He's caught drug smugglers. He said, he's caught thieves. He said, he's absolutely amazing. He said, why the hell do you want to get rid of him? He said, the dog's a bleeding liar. Well, I got 3 people in my house that don't get that. So anyway, on to round 4, history. Time to move on, as everyone says. Question 1. Immortalized on film. Name the Thracian slave and gladiator who led a revolt against the Roman Empire in 73 BC. Immortalized in film. Name the Thracian slave and gladiator who led a revolt against the Roman Empire in 73 BC. Correct answer was Spartacus. Adam P. No one else has lost Kahoot, but I have got your answer there. Are you back on now? Okay, question 2. In 1909, where was US explorer Robert Peary the first person to reach? In 1909, where was US explorer Robert Peary the first person to reach? Correct answer was the North Pole. Question 3. Just be careful with this answer. Which inventor of the miner's safety lamp was born in Cornwall in 1778? Which inventor of the miner's safety lamp was born in Cornwall in 1778? Correct answer was Humphrey Davy. Okay, we can see there were a few misspellings on Humphrey Davy. He was a sir. Was he a sir?
He was.
Oh, right. He was a sir as well. We didn't realise that. So if you wrote Sir Humphrey, we will. Oh, if you can let us know, please, your team name, and we can add the points. Question 4, nice easy one. Which Scottish patriot led a revolt against England rule in 1297? I nearly did the impression then, but I'm not going to. Which Scottish patriot led a revolt against English rule in 1297? The correct answer was William Wallace. Question 5. What rank did Confederate leader Robert E. Lee hold during the American Civil War? What rank did Confederate leader Robert E. Lee hold during the American Civil War? Correct answer is general. Question 6. Who was ruler of the United Kingdom in the year that Charles Dickens was born, Napoleon's troops entered Moscow, and Prime Minister Spencer Perceval was assassinated? And to give you a clue, you must use the Roman numerals. Who was ruler of the United Kingdom in the year that Charles Dickens was born, Napoleon's troops entered Moscow, and Prime Minister Spencer Perceval was assassinated? Correct answer was George III. (1812) it was, by the way. Question 7. Which English queen famously said, "I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman"? Which English queen famously said, "I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman"? Correct answer was Elizabeth I. Question 8. Katie Rees Thomas. Yep, got that, Katie. Right, question 8. Where did the Japanese launch an attack on the USA on December the 7th, 1941? Where did the Japanese launch an attack on the USA on December the 7th in 1941? The correct answer was Pearl Harbor. Did see a alternative spelling of that, so if you let us know. Question 9. Who led an invasion of Cuba with his brother and Che Guevara in 1956? Who led an invasion of Cuba with his brother and Che Guevara in 1956?
Manuel?
Okay, Pete and Emma, we got that. Correct answer was Fidel Castro. Question 10. I'll be honest, I didn't have the faintest idea on this one. Which confederation of Celtic tribes inhabited Scotland and conducted raids on Roman Britain? Which confederation of Celtic tribes inhabited Scotland and conducted raids on Roman Britain? The correct answer was the Picts. Well done to anyone that got that. I never heard of them. Okay, so that was the end of round 4. And we will now be going into round 5, surprisingly enough. Can they hear that? Okay, going into round 5, blockbusters. Question 1. What TIYL saw a red book presented to an unsuspecting celebrity who were met by long lost acquaintances in a TV studio? What TIYL saw a red book presented to unsuspecting celebrities who were met by long lost acquaintances in the TV studio? Correct answer is This Is Your Life. Okay, I'll give you This Is You Life, but I ain't giving you points for Celts, I'm afraid. Question 2. What WSC is contested over the best of 35 final? What WSC is contested over a best of 35 final? You won't be able to fit the whole word in, so write as much as you can. Correct answer was World Snooker Championship. See someone that tried to put it in without the spaces there, so if you let us know your team name on that one, I'll give you them. Question 3. Napoleon Bonaparte once called England what? NOS. Napoleon Bonaparte once called England what? NOS. Got that, Katie? Write as much as you can on this one. Again, it won't all fit. Correct answer is nation of shopkeepers. There was one very alternative spelling of that, but you were on the right line, so if you let me know. Question 4. Okay, got that, Chloe. This happens to you all the time. I don't understand why Kahoot is playing that to you. Okay, question 4. What AA is less than 90 degrees? What AA is less than 90 degrees? Correct answer was acute angle. Can we give Angel? Oh, come on. Question 5. What TMPD was a quiz show hosted by Davina McCall that changed its name after prize money shrank to 10% of its original size? What TMPD was a quiz show hosted by Davina McCall that changed its name after prize money shrank to 10% of its original size? This won't all fit in either, so just type it as you would. The correct answer was £1 million, the £1 million drop. Peter, we can see you missed out the, and someone did it without spaces again. Was that the same person, Katie? Okay, we got all them. Question 6. Now this is really easy for people of a certain age. Which SM's real first name was Terence? And he was a member of the Goons. Which SM's real first name was Terence and was a member of the Goons? Correct answer was Spike Milligan. Okay, we've got the messages about the Kahoot there. Question 7. What TT is an English pop group consisting of all men that formed in Manchester in 1989? Which TT is an English pop group consisting of all men that formed in Manchester in 1989? The correct answer was Take That. Question 8. What STC did Jonah Louie want to do at Christmas in 1980? What STC did Jonah Louie want to do at Christmas in 1980? Correct answer, stop the cavalry. Question 9. What IR is the Latin phrase from which the Swedish car company Volvo derives its name? What IR is the Latin phrase from which the Swedish car company Volvo derives its name? Oh, that was the wrong one. Oh no. The correct answer is I roll. Okay, question 10. Last question of the round 5, Blockbusters round. Which PC connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans? Which PC connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans? Correct answer was Panama Canal. Okay, so as we go into the final round, which is a multi-choice answer round, you can see the scores on the screen right now. They're not quite accurate because Close Encounter is playing along via WhatsApp at the moment because they've lost their Kahoot connection. And so is Hannah. So we will move on to the final round. Okay, final round, multi-choice, question 1. Which Spanish surrealist artist was known for his hallucinatory paintings? And I do apologise for how I'm saying that. Which Spanish surrealist artist was known for his hallucinatory paintings? Was it red, Pablo Picasso? Was it blue, Antoni Tapias? Was it yellow, Francisco Goya? Or was it green, Salvador Dali? Correct answer was Salvador Dali. Question 2. Glaucoma affects which part of the body? And we shouldn't let Close Encounters really answer this one, but we will. Glaucoma affects which part of the body? Is it red, eyes? Is it blue, liver? Is it yellow, lungs? Or is it green, mouth? Correct answer was eyes. Question 3. What did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas? What did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas? Was it 8 maids a milking, 8 swans a swimming, 8 lords a leaping, or 8 drummers drumming? Was it red, 8 maids a milking, blue, 8 swans a swimming, yellow, 8 lords a leaping, green, 8 drummers drumming? Correct answer was 8 maids a milking. Question 4. Which actress starred in Serena, Joy, and American Hustle? Which actress starred in Serena, Joy, and American Hustle? Was it red, Colleen Camp, blue, Amy Adams, yellow, Jennifer Lawrence, or green, Elizabeth Rome? Correct answer was Jennifer Lawrence. Nice comeback there, the Aglins in the top 5. Question 5. Which timekeeping device uses shadows cast from a style or gnomon? Is that how you say that? Which timekeeping device uses shadows cast from a style or a gnomon? Is it red, hourglass? Is it blue, sundial? Is it yellow, candle clock? Or is it green, sand timer? Everyone right with the correct answer there of sundial. Right, question 6. In which country is the Black Forest? In which country is the Black Forest? Is it red, Austria? Is it blue, Germany? Is it yellow Switzerland or is it green Norway? The correct answer was blue Germany. Question 7. Which company produced the Amiga computer? Which company produced the Amiga computer? Was it red IBM? Was it blue Apple? Was it yellow Sinclair? Or was it green Commodore? The correct answer was Commodore green. Question 8. Which motorway would you travel on if you were going from Manchester to Leeds? Which motorway would you travel on from Manchester to Leeds? Is it red, the M62? Is it blue, the M23? Is it yellow, the M65? Or is it green, the M40? Correct answer is the M62. Just as a bit of trivia, do you know how the motorways are numbered? in a clockwise direction out of London, it's the M1 goes in one direction, 2 goes in another direction, 3 goes in another direction, 4 and 5. And then 6 joins the north. I think. Question 9. In which European capital city is the Nobel Peace Prize awarded annually? In which European capital city is the Nobel Peace Prize awarded annually? Is it red, Brussels? Is it blue, Oslo? Is it yellow, Amsterdam? Or is it green, Copenhagen?
Robert.
Correct answer was Oslo. Okay, question 10, last question of tonight's quiz. Which American police precinct had the blues on TV from 1981 to 1987? Which American police precinct had the blues on TV from 1981 to 1987? Was it red, Cops? Was it blue, Hill Street? Was it yellow, Chicago PD? Or was it green, Criminal Minds? Correct answer was Hill Street, blue. Okay, so you'll see the positions coming up now, but don't get too excited because we have got a few scores to add in. There are a few people that had some technical issues. So we will do that right now, add a few scores in. So if you hang around, we'll be back with you as soon as we can with the scores. So see you in a few minutes.
Yes.
Yes, they can.
Okay, quick joke and quick joke. Well, not that quick. Whilst we're sorting out the spreadsheet with all the scores on the doors. So there's a Welsh farmer leaning over his gate looking into his field. And an English guy is driving along and he sees him there and he pulls up alongside him. And he goes up to him, he said, are you the farmer of this field? And the Welsh farmer turns around and he says, yeah, I'm the farmer of this field. He said, do you mind if I talk to some of your animals? So what the bloody hell are you on about? He said, you can't talk to animals. He said, I can talk to animals. He said, do you mind if I talk to your dog? He said, do you like me? Can't talk to a dog. So he looked down at the sheepdog and he said, how does he treat you? And the dog looked up to him and replied in perfect English. He said, oh, he treats me well. He said, I have a place to sleep every night. I'm fed twice a day. I'm exercised every day. I've got a really good life, he said. And the farmer sat there. He said, I've never seen anything like this before. A talking dog. So how do you do that? He said, it's a gift I've got. I can make any animal speak to me. He said, oh my God, that's amazing. He said, do you mind if I speak to your horse? He said, you carry on. So he called the horse over. The horse came over to the gig. He said, so how does he treat you then? How does this Welsh farmer treat you? He said, he treats me brilliantly. He said, I've got a stable. I've got straw. I've got food. I've got a blanket when it's cold. So he treats me exceptionally well. He said, a very good farmer, looks after me. I've got no issues. And this farmer said, and he's saying to this Englishman, he said, I've never seen anything like this before. I didn't know animals could talk. That's the most amazing gift I've ever seen. How do you do it? He said, it's just a gift I got. He said, do you mind if I talk to your sheep over there? And the Welsh farmer turned to him and he said, listen now, that sheep is a liar.